Okay, so race 2. Yeah, race 2, Sunday, June 23rd, 2024 with ASRA, Gingerman. Here's the launch. Billy got a pretty good launch. He qualified a half a second faster than me, so he was on, I think the front row. I was on the second row. So he got the jump. So he's leading us this first lap. Track was still kind of green. It stormed super bad Saturday night. In the middle of the night, there's tornadoes coming across from Wisconsin. The grids were pretty light on Sunday. There was, with the weather and the raining all night, a few people left, and then a few people actually got kicked out. The Cubs had to come, and that's a whole nother story. So I've only ever ridden Gingerman a few times. I've coached it a couple times, and then I rode intermediate a couple years ago there. So I've never actually really been there and tried to go fast. So I think Billy qualified at 34, and I was like a low 35 for qualifying on Saturday. So this is Sunday. We're short a few racers because they wanted to wait and watch the weather. And then ASRA, you can't sign up after like 8 a.m. So at 8:01, there's like 3-4 other dudes that just missed the cutoff and couldn't sign up. So they ended up not racing at all on Sunday, which was kind of a bummer. But it was me and Billy were out front, pretty much racing each other, which was actually awesome. So this is the first flying lap. Billy still got a decent lead. I'm being conservative, trying to kind of just judge his pace, work on some stuff. I don't mind sitting behind people because I might be better in one spot, and they might be better in a different spot. So I like being behind people so I can kind of see what they're doing. So I can fix a few things and kind of put it all together and get Billy's best parts of the track and my best parts of the track and put them together. And then you really start going fast. So right through here, turn I think 5-6, I was railing pretty good. I gained on him quite a bit there. But he seemed like he was getting better corner exit. I don't know if my TC was turned up a little too much. Gingerman's pretty rowdy. There's some spots there. There's some bumps. There's some weird little hills and quirks to it that it's hard to just whack it full throttle. Big sweeping left-hander here. You gotta brake kind of hard down into this little downhill, little bowl thing, and then on the way up, there's a gnarly little hill right here. You can see Billy's back end was just protesting, did not like going up that hill like that at full throttle. So we're hanging with them. I'm pushing pretty hard. I know I got a little bit left in the tanks, so I don't want to force the issue. So I kind of slowly draw back up to him. Here's another little footage from Jake Wild was there too for his first race weekend ever. He did awesome. But so I got a couple little snippets of turn 1, turn 2 to throw in here. But we're a little bit closer this lap. Starting to put some things together and get in the flow. Gingerman reminds me of Nelson's, where it's kind of like a pretty fast, scary track, and the turns don't feel right until you just get some laps under your belt, start picking up the pace a little bit, and then the track kind of comes to you, starts flowing a little bit better, and then it becomes actually a really fun track. I had a great day yesterday racing. So this one's a weird one too. This right-hand sweeper, you got to stay left, but they bring it back to right there, and then flick it back left. And if you're not right on that curve in there's a whole bunch of bumps, and the front wants to tuck. You're rolling on the gas all the way around. So Billy got me the race before this. Actually led the whole race, and then the last turn, he outbroke me into turn 11 and ended up beating me, which was awesome. I mean, good for him. Shame on me for not protecting that last corner a little bit better, but you live and learn. So I think we're just cruising around low 34s. I think we're both 34 34.1, 34.2. So yeah, I'm drawing back up on him. He was quicker in some spots, but then other spots I was drawing right back up on him, and then I'd have to kind of like check up for a millisecond, so it kind of ruined my drive out. So he was definitely beating me into the corners. Turn 3, and then you got this fast left sweeper into 5.6, which is like a decreasing radius. So I was railing through here pretty good. I almost thought about setting up a pass on him. I don't know if it's this, yeah, maybe it was this lap, but yeah. So I know I got some pace. Just got to get around them. I mean, we're both pushing pretty good. Like I said, the track was green because it rained so much. So, like, I mean, there was decent grip, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a perfect track by any means. So through here, yeah, trying to miss those bumps and catch that left curbing, rail it around here, catch this left again. And down, he's going a little bit wide. I mean, for just having two people, this was a fun race, man. This was really fun. Yeah, look at his back time, man. Every time up that run, that back straight, his tire and his chassis did not look happy. So yeah, he blows it, actually goes wide, and then he looks behind to see if I was there, and of course I was right there. So yeah, I got the jump on him, and then from here, I think I end up just pulling a lead. Bit of a gap every lap. I end up running, my lap timer got screwed up a couple of the laps, but I ended up clicking at 33 and then 34, and then I think I finished with a 35. But yeah, so I've been racing with Weira. This is, I think, the second time with ASRA. The first time I raced with them was a couple of years ago when it was CCS/ASRA, and it seemed to go a little smoother. This time, since it's all just straight ASRA, I don't know. I got mixed feelings. Some of the things they were concerned about and really nitpicking kind of seemed pretty insignificant to me. And the cutoff time at 8 a.m. and because they can't change it in the computers and the database, and you know, they just lost. They lost out on probably over $1,000 on Sunday. You know, if they would have just left registration open till 9 a.m., maybe even 10, and. Yeah, there's quite a few people that wanted to end up racing, but they didn't. So their excuse was, well, you shouldn't weather watch. You know, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. Everybody was there racing on Saturday, so you know it's fine if you want to watch the weather on Sunday. You're already there. They've already committed. So yeah, I'm starting to get into a little bit of a groove, feeling pretty good. I don't know if Billy's right behind me or not. Gingerman doesn't have too many spots where you can actually look behind you. There's just nasty bumps. You gotta actually use the rear brake, you know, a little bit here, even with the wheelie control, especially on the thousands. But yeah, I'm starting to get in the groove, starting to feel it. Trying to brake later into some of these turns. T3, that one right here. Billy was reeling me in before the previous race, so I was working on braking later there. This little sweeper left and into this left 5.6 right here was fun, man. My front was not happy. I know I was pushing that front, coming in with some speed and just relying on a little bit of engine braking to get it slowed down at the last minute. And then yeah, the sweeping right-hander is so tricky because it's like increasing radius, I guess you could say. So you got to really slow down to get your initial tip in, but then you're rolling on the gas, but then you got to flick it back over here. And if you mess up the line a little bit, like it really screws up because that whole sweeping left-hander there's so much time if you do it right. If you do it wrong, you definitely lose a lot of time. And then here, you're almost getting on the gas, back at that cone, but still leaned over. And then there's a hill here. I got to ride the rear brake. The ass end's pumping. Bumps coming into one here, so your helmet's shaking. It's kind of hard to actually see the brake marker. There's a dip right there on the inside to the right. There's a wheelie there, the bumpy wheelie. I gotta hit my rear brake again. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Coming through here, I was trying to V that off a little bit. Turn 2, that's kind of a double double apex also. Brake late into here. This is almost another double apex. So I go a little bit out on the first one, but the second one there I try to hit on the inside. And sweeping left, just railing the gas. Downshifting and then coasting through here. The front's starting to chatter a little bit. Tighten it up. And then back on full gas. Reel in. Hit the brakes, slow down. Catch the inside, and then now you're short shifting and rolling back on third, rolling on. And then you try to let up and hug it right to this right cone, right there. And then left, and you want to try to stay super right there. Though that you miss the bumps. If you're within 6 inches off that left curve in there, you'll miss those bumps. But yeah, and then you just feed the throttle all the way around. Down into here, this right-hander. I think it's a little off camber. I don't know, it might be deceiving, but so yeah, it's a little tricky on how hard you can get on the gas. But yeah, up here, straight run. I held it super tight now. I'm like middle of track, almost 2/3 to the inside of the track, so Billy can go up underneath me. I didn't know if he was right behind me or not, but and then yeah, here we go. Took the win.